We met on Tuesday, the 1st of August 2017, and we also met again this morning as cabinet, but in between the Lekgotla took effect as well. South Africa commemorates Women's Month in August, and as a tribute to more than the 20,000 women who marched to the Union buildings on the 9th of August 1956 in protest against the extension of past laws to women. The National Women's Day celebration will take place at Galeshewe Stadium in Kimberley in the Northern Cape. Cabinet approved the theme for this year's celebrations as the Year of O.R. Tambo, Women United in Moving South Africa Forward. Cabinet calls on South Africans to use the month of August to celebrate the role of women in our society. Cabinet was briefed on the 3-month program to be rolled out by the Moral Regeneration Movement. The MRM is mandated to facilitate, encourage, and coordinate the program that seeks to restore the moral fiber of our society. This movement seeks to revive the spirit of Ubuntu, Butu, using various government and civil society resources. Cabinet approved the 3-year operational program of the MRM and the phased approach of mainstreaming the Moral Regeneration Program within government. Cabinet further approved that South Africa submits its bid to the 2023 Rugby World Cup. This will once again afford South Africa an opportunity to showcase the country to the international community. South Africa has previously hosted world-class events such as the All Africa Games, the Cricket World Cup, the 2010 FIFA World Cup, and many other conferences, symposia, and meetings. As the country, we have learned that these past experiences, particularly the cost overruns and collusion which accompanied 2010. As a result of this, government refused to sign an open-ended blank check which led to South Africa withdrawing its bid to host the Commonwealth Games. Cabinet was apprised on the spin-offs from such an event. South Africa already has the requisite infrastructure to host the tournament without allocating a budget for infrastructure development. Sports is said to be one of the most effective drivers of nation building, and the rugby sports program would enhance this cohesion. The program to be rolled out throughout the country leading to 2023 will leave a lasting legacy for the development of rugby in underprivileged communities. Cabinet has approved the overall proposed package for this tournament, which is an economic bid, which would minimize the demands on the fiscus as well as stimulate economic activity, employment, and empowerment. The tournament will contribute to stimulating our economy by supporting government priorities, especially as it relates to preferential procurement and adherence to Sports Transformation Charter and the sharing of profits derived. The event will further boost our tourism and hospitality sector. Cabinet approved the establishment of the Interministerial Committee on World Rugby Cup 2023. The IMC will direct the bidding process for the World Cup 2023 and ensure the country benefits economically from this event. The Cabinet approved the intellectual property policy of South Africa, Phase 1 in 2017 for the publication in the Government Gazette for public comments. This responds to the National Development Plan's call for greater emphasis on innovation, improved productivity, more intense pursuit of knowledge economy, and better exploitation of the comparative and competitive advantages that South Africa holds. The IP policy is an important policy instrument in promoting innovation, technology, research and development, creative expression, consumer protection, industrial development, and more broadly, economic growth. Cabinet approved the draft Green Transport Strategy to be published for public comment. This strategy will form the cornerstone of policy development within the transport sector regarding the lowering of the GHG emissions. The aim of this strategy is to minimize the adverse impact of transport on the environment while addressing current and future transport demands based on sustainable development principles. The transport systems form the back of South Africa's economic activity by enabling the movement of people and goods. However, emissions from the transport sector amount to 10.8% of the country's total greenhouse emissions, with road transport being responsible for 91.2% of these emissions. South Africa has pledged a GHG emissions reduction target of 34% by 2020 and 42% by 2025. And this contributes to South Africa being a responsible global citizen. Cabinet approved that the Department of Home Affairs can reopen the reapplication process for the current Zimbabwe special permit holders under certain conditions. The initial special dispensation for Zimbabwe was approved in 2009 to document Zimbabwean nationals who were in South Africa illegally. Their permits expire on the 31st of December 2017. The Minister of Home Affairs, Professor Mkhize, will hold a separate briefing to explain the conditions and the process to be followed once the reapplication process opens. Cabinet approved the South African Mint Company's designs for 2012 commemorative color coins series of flowers and birds of the Western Cape Coast Biosphere Reserve. This is in addition to the commemorative and circulation coin ranges to be issued in 2017. Cabinet approved the publication of the Deeds Registries Amendment Bill of 2017 for public comment. It amends the Deed Registries Act 1937 so as to improve and enhance application and the implementation of the Act. The bill will also streamline and enhance administration and registration of deeds. Cabinet expressed condolences to the family of 2 soccer fans who lost their lives during the stampede. The President has constituted a ministerial committee of inquiry to investigate the circumstances that led to this tragedy